They're out on the field. The pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee 2 days away from taking on LSU on the road. Big time game for Tennessee. Been talking a lot about it being a turning point. Josh Heupel taking that next step. And I know we said the same thing about Florida, but that's what happens when you start to build a successful program each week. It becomes the most important game on the schedule. If they go take care of business this weekend, then we'll shift the focus to Alabama. Suddenly that, what could be a top 5 matchup, becomes the biggest game on the schedule. That's what happens when you build a successful football program. And if you continue to win, you're going to continue to add elite talent on the recruiting trail, and that's what Tennessee has done. I want to talk about the top ranked running back in the class of 24. He was on campus for the Tennessee-Florida game. We'll take a look at Jerrick Gibson coming up here in just a second, but as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We'll be live an hour before kickoff on Saturday for a fan call-in show. Then following it up immediately after the Tennessee-LSU game, we'll get set up and go live. So I hope to see you in the chat for those. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. Jerrick Gibson, again, the number 1 running back in the class of 2024. You can see there, 5'10", 200 pounds. He is at IMG Academy, just transferred down there for his junior year. 24/7 Sports Composite has him as a 5-star prospect, 4th-ranked player out of the state of Florida, and the 8th-ranked player nationally. Now, we've talked a lot about this. We know Josh Heupel's offense is successful. They're going out and scoring like 40 points a game, throwing the ball all over the field. What they need is an elite level running back. Now, they tried to go into the transfer portal, didn't really have a whole lot of success, and that's a whole different layer to recruiting now, is the fact that every offseason is free agency. You're going to have an opportunity to go get veteran, experienced players. Maybe Tennessee looks to add a running back there, but they also are in hot pursuit. They are definitely in the mix for 5-star running back Jerrick Gibson. Now, he was originally committed to Florida, decommitted, and he's been on campus a couple of times since then. He was on campus unofficially back in June, but then again returned for the Florida game. And what better atmosphere? That's when we talk about building momentum, continuing that upward trajectory, getting these top-rated kids on campus and seeing that environment. College game day being there, Checker Neyland, getting the win. How many times in the past has it felt like we've had these big-time recruits on campus, but Tennessee didn't come away with the win? So, again, he was on campus for that Florida game, big win. A quote from him from 24/7 Sports, said he just wanted to get up there and take all the visits I can. They were talking to me a lot, and I just wanted to see it. I mean, I knew it was going to be impressive, but not as good as it was when I went there. It shocked me how big the stadium was and how good the facility looked. Of course, I will be there again. So, obviously, again, you come to Neyland Stadium, Checker Neyland, sold out, packed. What better atmosphere in college football? Now, Jerrick Gibson, what does he bring to the table? Again, he's talking about the number 1 ranked running back in the country. Here's the scouting report from Andrew Ivins over at 24/7 Sports. Says that Jerrick Gibson is the real deal. Says he was a youth football star that found success at various stops before settling into RB1 as a junior at IMG Academy. And again, that's where we see a lot of kids end up. Look at all the talent that's coming through IMG Academy. I'm going to throw up some of his highlights here. Now, this is from his sophomore season, so this is prior to him getting to IMG Academy. But that's where you see all the top talent in the country end up, is down there at IMG. Says he's explosive in almost everything he does, is fast enough to win his share of foot races out on the perimeter. By far one of the better route runners to come out of the Sunshine State in recent memory as he mixes gears well, uses a nice burst to shake linebackers and safeties before securing the football with above-average hands. Now, that's the thing. I think the running back position can be an elite position in Josh Heupel's offense. We talk a lot, obviously, about the quarterback. We talk about the wide receivers, what Cedric Tillman's been able to do, what Jalen Hyatt, Valus Jones, Javonte Payton, what he was able to do when he transferred in. But Josh Heupel, his offense starts with running the football. Goes on to say he is a bit of a slasher that can stack cut after cut once he gets past the initial wave of defenders. Tends to thrive outside on zone and toss plays, will make defenses pay when counters are called too. Says has tested exceptionally well over the years and has a 4.5 laser time 40-yard dash on record, as well as a near 41-inch vertical jump at roughly 5'10", 200 pounds. Says he needs to adjust to the everyday demands of Power 5 football and learn some of the finer points of the position. I like how to pick up the late blitz from a college-sized defender, but that's the case. I mean, that's true for all freshmen as they come in, right? All freshmen, all young running backs. That's the one thing they have to learn. They have to adapt is their pass protection. We're seeing that with Dylan Sampson, with Justin Williams, right? I mean, it's part of it as a freshman coming in. Goes on to say here, let's see, likely to eventually work his way onto NFL draft boards if he can avoid setbacks. And has what it takes to emerge as a difference maker for a college football playoff contender. Could eat in a variety of different offensive systems, but skill set might be best suited for modern day single back pro style attack that wants to feed its running back. So again, this would just be a great addition. You've already got two good young running backs on the team with Justin Williams-Thomas and also Dylan Sampson, but you got to stack those recruiting classes, right? We talk about it on the defensive line with Rodney Garner, what he has been able to do in just less than 2 years being back on Rocky Top. He has stacked elite level talent on that defensive line, and we're seeing that talent now. We're seeing Joshua Josephs get out there and make plays. We're seeing Tyree West, James Pierce. You know, not to get too much into something that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, the breakdown for the LSU game, but you're talking about Byron Young and Tyler Barron at the edge position, elite level guys, right? Are you elite? Are you going to step out? Are you going to break out? Those guys are combined for 2 sacks through 4 games. So it's time to get that young talent in there and pushing and see what we can do. But that's the beauty of stacking recruiting classes. So that's the beauty of having Dylan Sampson on campus and having Justin Williams-Thomas on campus. Then you add a guy like Jerrick Gibson. But again, got a long way to go in his recruitment. He is the class of 24. Again, he was previously committed to Florida, still having conversations with them. He did take a visit down there as well when Florida took on USF. Back on September the 17th. But he has mentioned that Georgia, Tennessee, Texas are all up there in the mix as some of his leaders. He did drop his top 12 just recently. So, again, I think what's happened here is you've got a very, very talented running back. And he made that decision, committed to Florida. Now he's at IMG Academy for his junior season, going to go into his senior year, and we'll see how his recruitment plays out. But, again, it is very important that Tennessee continues to have success. And some people get mad when I talk about this game is a must-win or a turning point or a crucial yada, yada, yada. Tennessee expects to go out and win every game. Are they going to go out and win every game this year? Likely not. But it is important to continue that upward trajectory. We've seen it time and time and time again with Butch Jones, Derek Dooley, Jeremy Pruitt. We've seen it. We've seen them start to have a little bit of success. And then when that starts to tank, when that starts to, you kind of reach that plateau and then you start going downhill, the recruiting falls off. Josh Heupel must put his foot on the gas and continue that momentum. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Jerrick Gibson. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. I will be on Locked On VAWLS for the Friday episode. Going to be doing that every single week with Eric Kane, and you're going to see him bouncing around here on the channel as well. I will also be dropping a Keys to Victory video tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. And then don't forget to join us live an hour before kickoff on Saturday and then immediately following the game as well. You can go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You guys know the deal. These Buck Family limited edition, they are going to be gone immediately after the Alabama game. We'll do the post-game show after we wrap. I'm going to go straight to Bonfire and delete that shirt from the store because it is a limited edition. It's going to be gone forever. Go get one while they are available. If you don't want one of those, all the Old Faithfuls are still available. any and all support. We appreciate it. We thank you guys. We can't tell you enough how much it means the way you support this channel, especially a shout out to all the members of the channel for financially contributing to what we're trying to do here. If you want to be a part of that, you can hit that join button just below the video, right beside subscribe. Just hit that join button, as little as 99 cents a month, but up to $10 as well. We appreciate it. We thank you. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.